Hello, viewers. Evening,
Hi.
Frozen Night.
Hello. Oh, hey.
Yeah, let us know how the volumes are. So I know Lily's has been low, and in Tuesday night's campaign this past Tuesday, we adjusted it. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear her and everybody. But let me know if anyone's low, and we'll work some stuff out behind the scenes. All right. Well, um, Jay slash Grundy will be. I should be joining us soon. But there's just too much stuff to do, and we got to start on time. So here we are. Not too much stuff to do. It's just a lot of fun, exciting stuff. I've been bouncing in my seat for the past, week. Everything that I planned last week, I didn't get to any of it. It's all all that other stuff was pretty much on the fly last week. So, um, well, or rather, pre-planned stuff from a while ago that finally got to go into place, which is very exciting. I've been
Hey,
very
Dan,
yeah.
that's what D&D is all about. It's just everything happening according to plan,
Oh,
everything going
yeah.
exactly as you intend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. That's perfect. Yeah, everyone's schedule always lines up every week too. And this the beauties of D&D. Oh, Steph, I have ceased
Oh,
to
no,
tweet.
never mind.
Mhm.
Never mind. As soon as I did it, I was like, I bet this isn't even a thing anymore. It's
Mm,
fine.
but thank you. Yeah, it's very cool.
It's not actually a thing anymore, but yeah.
Mhm. Maybe that is Jay. I see some cameras moving. Take a look. Cameras. Yay. Although, Jay, I do have to fix a couple nameplates real quick. How's it going, Jay? Let's swap.
Hello.
Right. This is not Ashavar. That is Sadie currently or Misk?
No Sadie currently. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And then not Sadie over here. Also not Feora, but Ilana. And just put Ash down here. Okay. And I'll just do RP because there's always possibility for battle, but I don't know. Lots of crazy stuff to get through tonight. So, for those that were here earlier, you probably saw the recap. The long and short of it is, uh, the purple lightning struck again, and thanks to the actions of the crew, Ashavar building ice stairs up to the face in the clouds, and Zia following the beckoning call, they discovered what was going on. An entity trying to push through to this plane was causing friction, causing these storms of purple lightning, and that entity being Zia's father, vanished from the prime material a very long time ago, as that was discovered a couple months ago, a few months ago. Oh my goodness. So unfortunately, drawn back and snapped away. There's like a rubber band effect of trying to push through, but had a brief moment of connection where Zia was able to become aware of that. And the journey continues to the next closest whatever's there. It used to be the city of Myeel, 5,700 some years ago. But we will find out probably tonight what's there now. Is it the ruins of a city, the way that Rakovan was, with terrorists around every corner? Is it still a city? Is it other stuff going on? Let's find out. Okay, so we've got some travel time, which I'm just going to sort of advance through. We're going to do a couple of rolls because you do have pursuers. You're about 3 days journey so far. I believe that there's another almost about 3.5 weeks until you get to Myeel. And just in the past few days, when you were around the city of Rakovan, you had all discovered the fleet, the squadron of ships that are painted with certain colors and led by Fleet Commander Siltree. After all of you had discovered a scout ship, found you, and then disappeared. No sign of them yet, but we're just going to do some rolls to see how all that goes. I'm going to get my dice. First off, let's do the DM inspo roll. And I even found some airship ambient music.
No, goodness.
So I'll put that in Zoom for our amazing players. I'll just have it on here. It's subtle, but nice. All right, so of course this is just a straight D20. I'll go around and ask. Oh, come on, Dan. Steph, what did you get?
I have a 17.
17. Okay, well. DM inspo roll.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
We started.
I got a 1.
A 1. Oh my stars. Excellent. Good to get rid of them on this. Claire, how about you?
I got a lucky 13.
Hey, and Jay, how about you?
Got a 12.
12. Okay, it's actually a tie. Sadie and Zia will get it because I rolled a 15. Get a 17 and a 13. So you got price of righted, unfortunately, Jay, but by Steph.
$1.
Okay, all right. So again, Sadie and Zia tonight have the DM inspo, which is a 1d10 currently, I believe. At 11. All right, so we have that's 7 weeks. Let's go around and do some rolls. Let's do on our first week of travel. We'll do a roll, and then I'll see if there's any role play you want to do over that week. But we'll do the roll first to see how the week goes. Okay. Who wants to roll for week 1? Everyone's
Sure.
gonna get a turn. So
Let's go. Let's
All
go.
right, Sadie, make it happen. Just a D20.
I'm just rolling a d20.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Okay, you have clear sailing. No sign of any pursuers, and this has been the most intense week. Right on your heels, if you know. Kip has outdone themselves with maneuvering. Week 1 on the journey post lightning storm. Anything any of you would like to role play? Otherwise, I'll move on to week 2.
Last thing that we did, didn't we reached out to Ruth, correct?
That is correct.
You have a contact with the ship.
I'm trying to remember what was said though.
You were asking about porting at that
and they
city.
said no.
They said there really
they said
isn't. But that did intimate that there is a city there. So there's that. But that there also was not a UAF presence there either. They added. That the pirates and the UF are kind of disregarded in this city. Like their authority anyway. So they might be there, but the authority isn't really recognized. Okay, in that case, I will move on to week 2. Consider, at any point, I'll just check in each week, but I'll keep it moving. Okay, so not Steph, but out of the other 3 of you, who wants to roll for week 2? Everyone's gonna get a turn.
Ready.
Okay, go for it. Changes to D20.
D20. All right, here we go. Another 12.
Okay. All right.
I swear if I roll nothing but 12s tonight.
Nice. All right. Keeping a careful eye each day and night. Vic has the crew on rotation, keeping someone in the crow's nest. You find that you have a scare. A ship was spotted in the far distance, but they didn't seem to spot you. it made some additional maneuvers, and it continued on through the second week. It was one of those ships that is part of that squadron. But thankfully, with a cloud cover and a 12, which just above what we needed for this particular week, got out scot-free. Okay, there are 5 weeks left. We got Lily and Claire for who wants to roll next. Lil,
I
okay,
can do it.
Uh,
Oh,
okay. All right, we'll go ahead and do Lil, and then we'll jump to Claire. Sorry. All right, Lil, just a D20.
20.
20. I mean, yeah. Clear sailing once again. In fact, you've got the wind at your back, so you're making extra great time. Tons of cloud cover to stay hidden as frequently as Kip needs to be. And you continue your journey on to week 4, Claire. That's just a D20.
I love when it comes down to. Ooh, I got a 4.
Oh no.
Even if I added the entirety of the DM inspo one D10, it probably wouldn't go over your limit.
Well, I'm rolling for potential pursuers as well. So this is actually a contest because that was what they rolled as well. So I'd like to ask all of you, as a ship peeks out from the clouds, first I'll ask everyone to roll a perception just to see who's going to spot who first here.
Wow. Okay.
Jeez. Sadie?
23?
Oh, nice. Okay. Alana?
12.
Okay. 12's back. Zia?
17.
Oh, nice. Grundy?
Oh, it's a 14 now.
All right. Okay. Well, they rolled another 4. So you spot their ship coming down. You just see the hull of the ship lowering from the clouds. Kip takes a dive into the clouds below you. So space separated between clouds above and below. And I'm just going to ask everyone make a stealth check, which is really Kip trying to do evasive maneuvers, but also everyone being, extra quiet. So I will start with Grundy this time when you're ready.
Got me a 19.
Nice. Okay. Zia?
Also 19.
Amazing. Ilana?
11.
And Sadie?
Oh no.
Nice.
An
Preston.
8. An 8.
Oh, an 8.
Mm,
Okay. Let's see what they're... Another 4. What are even the chances of this? Maybe I should get a different die. Let me just roll it again. Oh, that's a 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. Just to test it, see if there's another 4. Thankfully, with bated breath, you wait for that ship to lose, to go out of sight. And slowly navigating through the clouds, Kip eventually gives the okay that enough distance has been put between your ship and theirs and you're now kind of bobbing and weaving and such to not be avoided. It's only the scout ship that's been sighted thus far anyway. Okay, and that's the first 4 weeks. So we just have 3 weeks if somebody does get to get out of it this week. Who would like to go first?
Sadie will go first again.
Okay.
Let's go.
Go right ahead. A 4.
18.
Die
So
is
glad there wasn't a
broken.
pause between 8.
Mhm.
Nice, yeah. Amazing. Yep, no sign of anything. There's 2 weeks left till we get to what's likely a city. does anyone have any roleplay they'd like to have done over the first 5 weeks, or continue to the city?
I think so.
Onward bound.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything that they're studying or working on in their downtime? Reading any books to be read, or anything like that? I
You
don't
know,
think so, but
doing some combat with Guardian every so often.
okay. Nice.
That's about it.
Yeah, Sadie would be just kind of helping out with the ship stuff, per usual.
Ash is interested in showing you like little more of the ropes. Of course, as a shipwright, you've got a very keen eye for this sort of thing anyway. And you excelled. You excelled in your university and such, and because it's a passion of yours. Um, and Ash has picked up on that. Also, Ash has had a few, encounters with her mortality recently, and definitely wants to leave everyone in good hands. Someone that understands the ship in case anything happens to her. Are you open to some tutelage from Ash to better understand this ancient technology?
For sure. Yeah.
For as much as your passion brings this, in your inquisitive nature, um, is ready to draw in from her. She has in spades with as a teacher and being excited to show you the ropes. So, 5 weeks, we'll say, especially if you're doing it all 7 weeks. You're definitely able to get a pretty good understanding, not a mastery of the ship, but a proficiency with the engines. So in battle, sometimes there's engine work and such. You now have proper proficiency on your own when making rolls in regards to the steering, the arcane engines, and any repairs to the hull.
Should I make note of that for
I
future use?
Yeah.
Okay. The steering, the arcane engines, and what was the third thing?
Any repairs to the hull.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. All right, week 6. It's just 2 weeks left until you reach a city. Who wants to roll for this one? Against the inevitable 4.
I'll do it.
Okay, nice.
I guess we'll stick to the same order. That is a 14.
Okay. This week goes by smoothly until the very last day, when once again in the distance, the far distance, you've gained a bunch of ground on this scout ship. Your ship's really fast, and it's probably, gosh, I don't think the ship could catch up with yours anymore. However, with Pip's spyglass, she is able to spot it on the horizon. Doesn't seem to be sailing towards you or correcting its positioning to head towards you, so it likely doesn't see all of you. You see it still somewhere out there trying to find you, but seemingly lost. And that's in large part thanks to how fast your ship travels, how much faster than other ships. Okay, last week, Alana, is that you? Are you sparing Claire? Good.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Just a D20, right?
Yes. Okay, what'd you get?
8.
Okay. It probably won't matter anyway, but go ahead and roll with advantage because you're so far ahead of this other ship this week.
4.
Oh, welcome to the 4. That's okay. They got a 2. I just want to see like if you spot them at all. They're not even in your rear view mirror anymore. You know that they're headed in this general direction in a search pattern to try and find you. But you've just outpaced them your way to the city of Myeel. As you begin approaching the coordinates, I do not have an image for this. I'm so sorry. I tried really hard to whip one up in my downtime, but I could not. Um, some clouds part near those coordinates, and the ship sails through, and you see not just a city, but a sprawling like metropolis on a rather large chunk of floating island. It's not really multi-tiered in the way that Atmos is, but it's expansive. Um, the city itself seems equal parts port city, has that sort of energy, and defensible castle town. There's large stone walls with the parapets and everything around the outer perimeter. You see a number of places where you can dock your ship, and as you're kind of emptied out of the clouds, pretty close to the city, you all receive mental a mental message, the same shared among you all. Welcome to Myeel. We would like to know who you are and what your business in the city is. Please find your way around to port D at coordinates, and give the coordinates so people would understand. You can reply to this message and answer awaited. Anyone want to reply to the request for identification in business?
I
I
feel
might.
like. Oh,
Yeah, I might think you should reply. You're the most senior one here.
talking to, I'm assuming Cassius, right? Because he's the captain. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Cassius. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
1000%
Definitely
Cassius.
Okay.
I feel like we're all just talking slowly, saying Cassius in a line, kind of just nodding until everybody's saying Cassius and just staring at him, being like, yeah, Cassius.
Right. Yeah. Just gonna give them a rough overview. If they need our specific IDs, we can deal with that when we port. You're not supposed to care too much about pirate business or UAF, so let's hope that is true. And he'll think back. He'll loop everyone in on the mind speak as well. This is the Tempest and her crew. We're looking for port. We need to resupply, and we're here to have some rest and maybe a little research, get to know the city. And looks at everyone and waits. And you all hear sort of like the metro bing, and then a voice speaks back. Very well, Tempest and crew. You are cleared to approach and port. Please note that any funny business in the city, any illegal activities or otherwise, will be met with zero tolerance. You can see on the parapets you're passing, and as you're getting close, you go past some of the city wall exterior on the parapets. You watch as a string of mages standing atop light spheres of burning magic above their heads, standing along those parapets atop the towers wrapping the city and overlooking the docks. And then, in unison, they extinguish it just to show that they mean business. Kip's, taking her in, Cotton. Gives a nod. Tempest wheels around and as the ship sort of lowers down past this section towards the docks, before the city goes out of sight, um, you do have a few moments to take in like a full view of the city stretching into the distance, because it really does just cut into the mist of the clouds in the distance. It's really really big. Um, some things that you'll probably note: there are immense golems, like a story and a half tall or more, that are marching throughout the streets, donned with different markings and cloaks. Not in a military way, but maybe more of like some seem to be doing more of a patrol sort of loop on their own. Others seem to be led by humanoids, as though they're meant for some sort of labor and they're taking them to their task. And magic is everywhere in this city. Um, you can feel it. Anyone, you don't even need proficiency with Arcana. The city's humming with magic. Alana, this is the first time you felt any like a city that felt close to home. In that this is the level of technology that you were accustomed to. The arcane technology, the hum of magic throughout the city. There's a lot of fixtures and other things that are just mundane fixtures that operate the city. They're all fueled by magic. And go ahead and make a perception check, everyone, if you would, as you're watching. And Sadie, when you're all set, let me know.
Yep. 22.
Okay. 22. Ilana, a perception check, if you don't mind.
16.
16. Okay. Zia.
18.
Nice. And Grundy.
22.
Okay. Y'all are able to notice that the city itself seems to have strings of buildings raised a little higher than others, and they're positioned in a way where they seem to, you vaguely recognize the way that they're organized and laid out, as though they're forming arcane ruins on a citywide scale. From the perimeter that's laid out like a magic circle, as far as you can see, to those raised buildings throughout, forming the writing of different runes of magic. The city itself, in its entirety, one massive rune of arcane power. There's beautiful, glistening materials used in the architecture here. And from here, the city streets appear to have a reflection on them, which is a little unique. From this distance, tough to tell what's going on with that, but it has sort of a reflection, a little hard to make out. As you finally lower below the city wall, maybe 40, 50 feet of city height to the city walls, down to the docks, your ship docks at this heavily fortified port. All of them are around the perimeter. And a group of mages approach, led by a tiefling with voluminous curly black hair and a burgundy purple skin tone. Excuse me. Their wings tucked neatly behind them. Welcome. Please call the entirety of your crew to the deck as per our protocol. Bring your identification and prepare for an inspection of goods. Thank you and welcome to the city of Myeel. Once you're cleared, we will give you access to the city for as long as your journey takes you. Ash your soul. Yes, just thank you. Let me take a moment to get the crew organized. And he'll instantly mental message anyone that's not on the upper deck and let them know, okay, they want to see identification. That checks out. They also want to do an inspection of goods. I guess that's part of their protocol. need to go here, so we might have to submit to that. Do we have anything we need to worry about? Like the book? Or
I
anything
mean,
else?
those are all in your safe, right?
Mm, yes. Well, Eden was
But
working on something for this. What's that, Sadie?
wouldn't they, if they're doing an inspection, are they doing an inspection of the whole ship or just of things that we're just like, here, these are our goods?
I'm not sure how thorough they're gonna be, but I don't mind preparing for the worst.
Sure. Uh, right. I'm just,
Mm-hmm.
they may see the safe unless it's hidden.
Uh, right. Eden, you were talking about having something that might hide that from people. Eden will reply that they do. All right,
Oh,
set that up, please. And Eden says that to everybody too.
perfect.
Uh,
Excellent.
be prepared. Eden shared that it's illusory work and it's pretty good, but not perfection. Some might see through. Hopefully, they'll just sweep through. They'll just see Eden stuff down there and not the double cell, the double lock.
Is what's his name still with us? Dragon.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, but
Mhm.
About yay high.
he can take human form, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
any humanoid form.
Right.
Sweetheart.
Please hop into that. They'll say, over to them. And then we need to meet up. Just bring your identification and meet up on the upper deck. Alana, I don't know what we're gonna do for you. What do you want us to do since you don't have identification?
I suppose just tell them I don't have identification.
Smart.
All right. Honesty is a good approach.
Well, wait. Our dragon friend also will not have
Oh shit!
identification.
Right.
Does anybody else not have identification?
I'm pretty sure I got mine at the last port we were at.
Ashbar's like, I've got like 4 identifications. Like, tell me which
He
one to
starts
use.
pulling things out of her pockets. I do
Right.
somewhere.
All right.
I love this mental messaging as we're all home aloneing through like digging through everything.
Yes.
Where did I put that fucking thing? Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
my passport?
It's always in the
Can't
way
find
until
it.
I need it. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, with Charlie and Charles, they probably don't have a problem with ghosts, right? They're just
I mean,
ghosts.
Yeah. Charlie's like, yeah, I am. I can be invisible. We can be invisible. They won't even know we're here.
Yeah,
mean,
I was gonna say, because your clothes went with you to the afterlife.
Yes.
Do you have anything in your pockets? Was your ID on you?
I mean, I might. Wonder if you would have had identification back then. You know what? Let's have him look. Let's see. Oh, Charles has identification on him. Ghostly identification.
Oh, great!
wow.
What does it say?
He had his Charles.
It says boo.
Yeah.
Is Charles in charge?
Yeah. Charles.
Well, we've
Spookly.
never known Charles's last name, so
It's Charles E. Entertainment.
Nice.
Charles E. Cheese.
Awesome. I feel like Carmine might say, I can, we can manifest. I can manifest some illusory paperwork. Perhaps this will do in fooling him. A risk, but having 2 of us without identification. Or I can
Bit
simply go
suspicious.
And yes, I can head to the lowest deck and be invisible. You know, they won't. I doubt they'll find access to that lowest area. It took us so long to find it. Uh, that
Sure.
way, only Alana needs to be without identification, and perhaps she can acquire some out here.
I would say you could probably go down to that lowest area and then still illusionary yourself some ID. And in that way, just in case they find you, you got to back up and just be like, I was down here getting something. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I do think it will make them less suspicious of the others if we do have one person who is honest about not having ID, because then
Very
why
true.
wouldn't we just tell them everything?
Yes.
I think, Alana, maybe we could just say that we found you where we found you, like in the Omega scene. I honestly think, weird stuff
Why,
happens. A
why
lot of
not?
people in our time and era have weird occurrences with the Omega Sea. There's an entire town that was sucked into it at one point,
Mm.
and those things travel far. So if somebody's like, yeah, we found something weird in the Omega Sea, I mean, these people seem pretty used to magic. I doubt that they would be like, oh, that's a fancy lie. But of
Yeah.
course, like, I leave that up to you.
Whatever gets us through.
I just still nod at the idea then. Like, sounds good. They,
Okay.
that way you can maybe get an official identification while you're here too, and not have to worry about this again.
Oh, yeah. I was terribly.
All right. Well, let's all meet on the upper deck. I'll see you there. And he heads up. Okay, everyone kind of piles up except Carmine, who's made an illusory ID and is hiding out in the lowest level of the ship. Eden will be there, but they are magicking an illusory space in that cargo hold to just look like Eden's, bed and stuff all just kind of covers the whole thing with regular ship stuff in there. All right. So you all line up, and I'll just kind of advance this because it's all just tedious stuff now. They're going to check your IDs. And yes, welcome again to the city. You two go ahead and inspect goods. Anything on board that we should be aware of before we dive in? Anything dangerous substances or otherwise?
Oh, I will note, our captain's room here is a little interesting. It's a space where whatever you've thought of in your mind can manifest in there. So be careful what you're manifesting or thinking about when you walk in. Wouldn't want anything crazy.
I see him crack a smile at the thought of like, oh man, what might pop up in front of their comrades? What's on their mind when they open that door?
Yeah. We've had some mistakes in the past. Just want to be clear up front and make sure that nothing like what happened that last time happens again.
Nice. Thank you. I am Magister Harlan, by the way. Shake hands. One that's up for it. Thank you. Is this your first time here, then, in Myeel?
Yes.
Do hope that you enjoy your time. Not many folks travel here, find their way here from the other cities, but you still get a decent share. Fine ship, fine ship. And lined up behind him are a number of those wizards that you saw on the parapets. They all have a badge on them, so there's some sort of organized guardship of the city. These have beneath the patch is a little, where they have like the text, the banner with the text, and it says War Wizard underneath each one. These are apparently war wizards. just something you'll all catch as you're going along. Things. People go down. I'm just gonna have the people down there try and look through that. They're checking things out. Neither one seems to notice anything down in the hold. And with an even higher DC, they're gonna see if they spot that hole. They don't. Magister Harlan here. Yes. And you, if I may ask, approaches Alana. You don't have. Do you have your identification?
No,
May I inquire what's happened to it?
I never had it. I was born over 5,000 years ago and was trapped in the Omega Sea for the duration of that.
Just gonna do an insight check. I know it's legit, but okay, that's like a 12. So, fair enough. Well, your name?
Alana,
And last
Nevermere.
was for my report. I'll pass this along once you enter the Port Authority. A small wait in line, and you can get yourself a proper identification. It'll be from Myeel, but it is good in Atmos and such. You don't officially recognize the United Aviation Federation here. Sometimes they put up a little bit of a stink with people when they travel from here. Our identification, but rarely. But please see to it you get your own identification on your way in. So the people return to the deck of the ship, being give a nod. Very well. Everything seems to be in order here.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your time. Do you know how long you're staying? Just from my report.
Well, definitely to get some identification for Alana here. I don't know how long, bureaucracy.
Yes. Well, may I ask, are you intending to stay for longer than a 2-year period?
I don't think so. But you never know. I mean, sometimes the city just entrances you.
Indeed.
Who knows what fate will bring?
Well,
The gears of time, if you will.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to just do a little. He's a little puzzled because everyone isn't from here, or hasn't visited here. Did you reference something pretty big in the city that seems to be known?
So is he like looking
Yes,
like
he's
how
looking a little bit like, yes.
You'll have to tell me who does your hair. It is beautiful.
Thank you. That is just
He's bald.
luscious hair.
No, it's
my
lush.
God.
He said it was luscious black
Yeah.
curls. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just gorgeous. And
Thank you.
well, I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like it.
Well, it's natural. I put a little product in to keep it from.
Oh my
Prison too much,
word. She just kind of steps around him. It's like, it's amazing.
Well, if you all find yourselves looking to stay for longer than a 2-year period, you'll need a different type of acceptance letter into the city and such. Just return to the Port Authority whenever you decide that, and they can see to it you're put through the process.
Of course.
Please follow me, if you will. Then, those
Of course.
And is anyone? I think the side crew is going to stay on the ship. I'll probably have Ashvar and Cassius on the ship for now, if that's okay. I guess they'll come, but they're just going to be like back seat since players aren't here. They'll be available to you. All right. You walk down the strip of port here. The war wizards follow Magister Harland, and you step inside the port authority. There's an area, a lot of where you can get an official thing. Takes like 10-15 minutes, but you get an official identification now. You're welcome to put that in your inventory if you want to remember that you have it, or just remember you have it. It's fine. And you're kind of told all the rules. It's basically, don't cause trouble. It's a typical set of laws and rules here. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Excuse me.
Is the tiefling still giving these rules? Or is it someone else? Has he passed this on to someone else?
He's off to the side. He's told you to go do what you
Okay.
need over here at this counter, and then
Okay.
come back and see him.
Okay.
So as you all finish, you head back over. Please head over here to the city diviners, and we'll make sure we'll put you through to them before entering the city. And then you'll have free reign for, again, up to 2 years. There's some residents here to give you some basic locations of the city. And stands off to the side as you enter a room. He steps in and stands off to the side. And the rest of you head in, and there's...
As Sadie
mhm.
enters in, she gives him a wink.
There's a smile and a nod. And, yeah. There's tables set up, 2 on the long tables on the sides, and 1 on the other side of the room. And there's diviners with crystal balls and everything on the tables. And a seat for each of you. You all pull up a seat?
Yes.
All right, you sit down. The diviner just asks them, please place your hands, each one, each have a different one. Please place your hand on the crystal ball. This won't hurt, of course. We're just using some divination magic before you enter the city, just to see if you'll be causing any trouble during your stay. Helps us get a feel for potential threats ahead of time. And yes, yours looks up.
So this just shows your future, right?
This
just shows like things we might do.
Yes, there's no prosecution from anything we see here, as you haven't done any of the acts yet. This just gives us a good feel. These are potentials. If 90% of what we see in the ball is trouble, then you aren't allowed access to the city. But if it's a variance that's allowed for.
Okay.
Well, that sounds reasonable. And Zia just goes and full on puts on.
Nice. Can I have each of you roll a D100? Just let me know what you get. Your potentials. And we'll start with Grundy this time. Let me know when you're set, Grundy.
21.
Okay. Yours. All right. Yeah. Rather peaceful fella, huh? All right, you're clear. Just wait in line over there by the door. Door in the back.
Thank you.
And Zia, how about you?
43.
Okay. Yours is. Oh, just sort of stumbling over words. It's very hard to read.
Anything interesting? Like,
A lot. I can just never quite tell how these situations come up, and I just never know how you're going to act. Very unpredictable. But kind. You're clear.
I do get the unpredictable a lot. And Zia gets up and walks over to where Grundy is.
Nice. Ilana?
31.
Oh, put the ball and back up at you like a couple times. Well, Um, I mean, you're cleared. Just be please, if anyone does cross you, just use some self-restraint. Whatever she saw on the crystal ball looked pretty like someone crossed you and it was disastrous. Please, restraint. But you're clear. You go head over to the others. And Sadie, what'd you get?
91.
Ah, okay. Ah, um, I'm sorry. Just a moment. Radisha, can you help? I just have a. And one of the others gets up and comes over. Just a moment, please.
Uh, I
Uh,
can't really. Um,
oh, just a moment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, you are cleared.
okay, that's good. That's good news.
Yes.
Why are you so serious? What was the whispering
Oh,
about?
sometimes the results are just a little harder to decipher than other times. At
Okay.
first it looked like maybe a fair bit of trouble from you,
Oh,
but Radisha helped me understand this. It seems as though there's, of course, a kindness to you, and it doesn't seem like you're out to cause any trouble. Just
oh,
yes, it just seemed like there was a trouble for you here. So uh, I
interesting.
yes
Well, I'll have to be a good girl, huh?
yes I'm sure you do fine. I think it was just not as learned as Radisha.
Oh, you're still learning. It's fine. You know, it takes a while to learn something. You know, it takes a lot
Indeed.
of practice, takes a lot of going and getting it. Just do your studies, just stick to it. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you. Well, enjoy your
Mm.
time in Myeel.
Yes,
Yes, true.
you as well. Bye.
That perfect awkward. Yeah, you too. Enjoy your order.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Awesome. All right, so you head over, and Magister Harlan has stepped over to that door. Well, you're all cleared to walk the city again, and kind of covers like where to get food, where to get inns, taverns, things like that. Um, and is there anywhere in particular I can direct you in the city?
You happen to have any like research institutions or libraries, that would be fantastic.
Oh,
Many, many. You'll find those
wonderful.
in the learning quarter and or learning ward. It gives you some directions on how to get over there.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Um, where are we? I would. Yeah, no, that's all I'll say for now. He's busy, and opens the door. Welcome again. You all in? The door opens, and it's like, let me stop this airship music and start our large city ambiance. I'll put in zoomsies.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and this large city sprawls out before you, bustling with people. Let me get back into my notes here. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sadie would have given the constable a big smile when they exited out of his sight again.
Okay. Give a nice warm smile as you and you head into the city. Yeah, and one of the first things you notice, so you take a few steps. Go ahead and make a perception check, everyone, if you don't mind. And I'll start with
So
Jackie
many
again.
perception checks.
Is this a site-based?
This is a
Perception?
site-based, yeah.
At this point, Grundy's head is on a swivel, looking all around like this.
Oh, nice. Grundy, what'd you get?
I got a 23. I got a nat 20 plus a 3.
Nice. Oh, I
Ooh.
love it. All right, 23, Zia.
15.
Okay. Ilana.
Dirty 20.
Okay, nice. And Sadie.
Only a 10 this time.
Okay. As you all step out, the three of you with higher than a 12, pause. Sadie, you take, that next step, and you just kind of like that foot goes a foot lower than you were expecting and splashes in water. Water about a foot deep, like a fountain, right? The rest of you noticed in time, the city streets, as they sprawl out from this into many, many different directions, are more like shopping mall fountains, right? They're all like inset into the road about a foot down and just filled with water. That's that reflection you were seeing on the roads above. The whole width of the street, with the exception of, as you see some of the buildings and stuff nearby, there are steps up out of the water into the buildings.
The people are just walking around in water.
People are walking around barefoot in the water. Almost all the citizens here are barefoot. Even
Sadie would take her shoes off,
okay.
her boots.
Everyone else, shoes on, shoes off. As you
Yeah, shoes off. This is nice leather.
okay?
Alana's using shape water
Oh,
to kind of keep it off of her, and she'll use prestidigitation to dry off Sadie's.
boots.
Yeah.
Nice.
I appreciate that, Alana.
Thea, are you boots on or boots off? Team boots on.
She's gonna take the boots off.
Okay.
Team boots off.
And for those of you in the water, as you once you're stepping in it in your bare feet, you find that there's a rejuvenating effect to the water, a healing effect. If you have any little scratches, scrapes, anything like that, they heal up nice. You feel a little like energized. Not like raging with energy, but if you were at all sleepy or sluggish or anything like that, you have more of a just rejuvenated feel.
Does this mean that we're healed if we have any, if our HP's down any?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would be up because we've slept
Yeah,
since
do
we've
a long
last
rest
done
if you
stuff.
haven't. Yeah, for sure. 5 weeks, 7
Durr.
weeks. Yeah. A long
Okay,
rest.
cool.
Yeah, you begin navigating, I take it, towards where the colleges and stuff are, as places to study, or do you have somewhere else you'd like to head?
This is lovely. This is wonderful. Are the streets pretty filled, Dan? Like, are there?
They're moderately filled.
It's
It's
a
not
pretty big
crowded,
city.
but it's a
Okay.
huge city, and there's enough people that you're seeing people everywhere. Yeah, collectively.
I'm assuming a large variety of people as well, like not just humans,
Yes.
but
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
So did everyone have like that? Because Dan, did we have our crystal ball reading things separately?
I mean, you're all in the same room, but you're all sitting
Oh,
at different
okay.
tables.
Okay, so we would have known each other's results.
Yeah, I mean, likely it's not whispered, but it's not shouted. They just
Okay.
everyone passed.
Did anyone else have a weird experience with the crystal ball thing, like that they said they were kind of unsure of your results or something?
No,
Really? No,
seems pretty
just
normal.
let you go.
Yeah.
Okay, same. Yeah. Well, there was a little blip of something, and it was kind of weird for a second or two, but it was okay. It was fine.
Weird in
Grundy
what
will
way?
just like lower and like stare. It's because you were flirting with him, weren't you?
Flirting with the crystal ball person? Yes, Grundy. No, I wasn't flirting with the crystal ball person. I was flirting with the constable, yeah, because you want to kind of get on the good side of those swords, you know?
I'll try that
And
for
if they
next
just
time.
think that you're weird for flirting with them?
I don't think he thought I was weird. Do you think he thought I was weird? Did he
I
look like
mean-
he thought I was weird?
Were your crystal ball results weird?
No, not at all.
Well, you
Are
seem
you
pretty
lying?
confident in that.
There was just a hiccup. You know, just a weird. Where the person doing the crystal ball reading had to go and talk to someone else really quick,
Deception
and
check, Sadie.
I couldn't. Well,
Insight.
I'm telling them the truth now. Like she's getting to it. Like there was
Okay.
and you know, and she had to go and talk to someone else for a little bit, and then she came back, and it seemed like there was something wrong, but then she was like, "Oh, everything's fine. You passed." You know, and I questioned it, but she said, "Well, I'm still learning, and I'm not really." You know, I something looked different, something looked strange, and I asked, but it was fine. But
Well,
I don't think that happened to anyone else.
I mean, you know, they probably just saw you, like, I don't know, the customs can be weird. Like, sometimes you bring, like, one kind of cheese, and they're like, we don't let you bring that kind of cheese anymore.
I
And
do like
before you know
cheese.
it, you're in prison. Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
look, it's been a while. But,
Was
like,
that a personal experience?
hey, you know, I did happen to learn thieves' cant, so I see it as an absolute win.
I mean, cheese is worth stealing for sometimes. I mean, honestly, I mean, it's good.
It's
stuff.
hard to get in prison. I'll tell you that.
Are we really going to a library? Is that what we're actually?
Oh,
we
I
go-
mean,
Is that
we
what we're
can.
doing?
I thought that might be a good place to gain information on the Gear of Time.
You're
that was
probably
supposed to be
right.
looking for. I don't know if you noticed when I mentioned that on the top of the ship, he kind of was a little weird. So
Oh,
it makes me wonder how important this is. Some of the other artifacts we've gone after have been pretty secretive, like nobody's really known that
Sure.
they've existed, but if even the harbor master here knows about this one, it's probably pretty important to the city.
yeah.
should probably check scuttlebutt around the city too. See
Yes.
if people know, like on the side somewhere. You know, there
Yeah,
are most walls have ears, so
We could go to a tavern or as we usually do. That usually
That
ends
we
up going
could.
fairly well.
Or a brothel. That's also where a lot of people go sometimes, you know, usually in cities.
No, we've never. No, but what?
Oh. What? You've never been to a brothel?
Zia gets
Not
really,
for
really red.
information.
Oh, but that's where everyone comes through. You know, they talk to the people, you know, the clients talk to the people working there, and
I
Oh.
doubt that
Got
they
a
want to
point.
make time for anyone not willing to pay for services. So I think a tavern might be a better bet.
true, unless you have someone that's worked in the business, like me. I could. Anyways,
a-
it's just
it's an option.
sorry.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Is this like
Yeah.
an all sex workers know each other kind of situation? They'll just
Oh, no, absolutely not. It's just, you know, if I go in and just kind of, you know, talk to a few of them, they might open up
Yeah.
sometimes, you know?
People
But,
tend to be looser lipped in those circumstances.
True. But the tavern's also a great idea and something that we're all comfortable with, so we can do that.
I'm okay if you want to go, all want to go, but it's not somewhere I'm really comfortable.
It's okay, Sia. It's fine. Not everyone's comfortable in a brothel, and that's completely okay. We can do the tavern thing. Just see how it rolls from there. If we need any extra info, I'll head on over on my own or with someone else and try to get some extra. Okay. Great.
Lots of
Let's
awkward
go.
energy, guys. Okay, so you're all headed to a tavern slash inn, or just a straight up tavern first, or
Tavern slash inn makes more sense because people that tend to pass through there tend to be tired travelers, so they might have more information.
all right. I think the closest one. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brandy. Go ahead.
No, go
Did I
ahead.
catch you?
I'm
Okay.
done.
I think the closest one that Magister Harlan mentioned is an inn slash tavern called the Toppled Crystal. And that's maybe just a few blocks, maybe it's like 5.5 blocks in, straight into the city.
Sounds good as anything.
Okay. All right, you all begin heading that way. All right, with your perception checks from earlier, there's a lot here, Sadie, with I think you had a 10.
Yeah.
There's sort of a lot. I mean, beautiful, the walkway, that rejuvenating effect is really nice. The city's lined with this running water here is beautiful. And the shiny, like these, the architecture, the materials used to make it pristine and highly decorative. So you're sort of caught up in appreciating a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
For everyone else, Alana in particular, but the three of you, outside of Sadie, definitely notice that there's seemingly fairly common walking the streets outside of just citizens going about their regular business. There appear to be, there's like a working class of wizards here, kind of jumpsuits, overalls, wand holder at the side of the hip, book holder, holster on the other. You see a number of them working there. They're just out here maintaining the myriad magical devices in the city. Between the lanterns and the flow of this water, the purification of it, and different doors, windows, security for buildings, just about everything here is managed with magic. That's one thing you all pick up. And you probably overhear, they're called mage rights, sort of their title. That he bless you. Okay. Yeah. You'll also, as you're navigating, it's like 5.5 blocks, you'll see that the shops and buildings, many of them have different arcane defenses, security systems built into them. At most street corners on these blocks, you find a magic mouth, sort of a bust of a human being, a humanoid, different variety, in memoriam, or this person donated and now they have their bust here, and a magic mouth makes it speak, and it's doing like city announcements, local business ads, things like that. It's just sort of on autopilot, this marble bust that has magic mouth cast on it. That
Dave's fascinated.
At least once a block, there's an elevated stone platform, looks like white marble, and on top is a rune, and people can go up and kind of pass their hand over the rune, and it's a drinking fountain. Comes out, they drink some nice water and carry on. Yeah, and so you finally find yourselves at the Toppled Crystal. You enter, and it's not slow, but it's not busy. It's somewhere in between. Moderately busy. They're breaking even maybe here.
Okay.
and it's a relatively large establishment, but there's probably like a dozen and a half patrons. I think it's maybe lunchtime or so. So, 12, 18 people here eating. And there's a person behind the bar in case you're looking to speak with someone in the establishment.
All right, but should we split up? Probably not hit him as like a full group and with questions. Are we divide and conquer, in other words?
Well,
I'm just gonna get a drink. And see, I'll probably walk right over and just begin asking like what the local like drinks of note are.
Okay, it's a half-orc gentleman, maybe in his early 40s or so. Just leans down a bit and just starts telling you the specials. Got a little cute name for the specials, the different cocktails and drinks, as well as any food you might be looking for. And he'll introduce himself as Ren Regis.
Hello, my name's Ren Regis. Welcome to the Top of Crystal. Anything you need? I've got there's no drink I haven't heard of. I've got your back.
And we'll make some small talk. Everyone else, what are the rest of you doing while here?
Sadie would get definitely like a quick drink from the bar to so that she could have something in her hand. And then would probably try to find an area not around Zia or the others, but where are there a lot of people sitting at the bar?
At the bar, maybe 4 or 5.
Okay. Are there any areas in this establishment where there are people kind of gathered as a group, either talking or drinking, not really sitting down at a table and having a private thing, but as kind of something that Sadie could step into and kind of be and kind of join in the conversation.
Depends on your comfort level. I mean, there are some people this, out of the 4 people, 5 people at the bar, 3 of them are just solo people, but there is a couple, not necessarily a romantic couple, but there are 2 people sitting next to one another on stools that are just sort of chatting. Doesn't seem like they know each other well. They're just making conversation at the bar. That might be an opening. Out of the tables, there's some people eating solo, but the people that are sitting at tables and in groups are definitely know each other.
Okay. Okay. She'll just kind of stand there and fill the room for a bit and see what everyone else is doing.
Okay. Sorry, just so I'm not going to get you right after you take a bite. Ilana, what are you up to in here?
Probably would have followed Zia to the bar and get a drink.
Okay, nice.
Hey, I got a flight. Okay, so we're trying 6 different of the local ones. So, do you want to get one as well?
I'm all right for now.
Okay, suit yourself.
Party pooper. No, just kidding. All right, are you getting a different drink, Alana, or are you just gonna hang out for now and see where that goes?
Oh.
We'll probably just see how that goes.
Okay. And Grundy, what would you like to do while
I'm actually probably going to follow them as well, and then just kind of gesturing, describe what that drink was I had in what was that city again? Yeah, I was trying to describe the Long Island iced tea, but it's not. It's floating island iced tea.
Is that the
Because I want to
Midnight
get flipped.
Rainbow? No.
Nope.
Yes. No, it's the boot.
No, that was Obsidian Scar. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you name that drink, that delicious one, that smooth like a
Yeah,
Long
yeah.
Island. Mhm. Oh,
It's the floating island iced tea.
yes. Yes, I'm familiar with this one. Some people make it with 5 liquors, but if you make it according to the original recipe, it's 7 liquors. I'll treat you right.
Okay.
Okay,
Big as you can, please.
understood. Gives you a wink as a fellow half-orc.
And I kind of just casually drop a coin and then just slide it over.
Oh, you're too kind. Thanks. Gets a next size cup up. Fills it up for you. All right, so everyone's here having drinks and settling in. What type of information are y'all looking for?
Probably clues to the
Okay.
gear and where it might be, if anyone here has actually heard of it or know about it,
Okay.
and know about it and where it's at, kind of thing.
Hey, let's go and make investigation checks. This will just be to add some fate to who's here and what they know. And Sadie, can let me know.
That was a 4.
Okay, nice. You get into the small talk, but it's fun, and the people are fun, and you just kind of get swept up in the small talk. Ilana? Investigation?
Oops, wrong one.
Not very intimidating.
23?
No, 13.
13. Okay. Alright, I'll put a pin in that. Zia?
27.
That's 7.
Which is very funny because Zia's not even asking any questions about it.
People just
So
wanna
if
talk.
anybody responds, it's just completely unprompted.
Nice. That's awesome. And Grundy.
On the +0, I got a 16.
16, okay. So yeah, Sadie, you're kind of in the small talk. Grundy, you get with the topics that comfortably come up, you just kind of get more of a lay of the city. Where things are, but not anything specific to the Gear of Time. Scrolling through, yeah, there isn't too much beyond that in here. Ilana and Zia, yeah, someone, one of those solo people at the bar just starts like, oh, I'll talk to them. And they start talking at you more so than talking with you. But they start sharing, a good bit. I know this is mainly, Zia with your 27, but I know Alana's sitting there as well. They would probably notice a lot of your wizard, and they'll be asking like, oh, and you're a wizard, what school? And are you here to study? And things like that. Ultimately bringing up with the 27, they'll talk about some of the wonders of the city. The city's so magnificent. We've got this, we've got that. We have a tome hold exists here. And imagine it'd be like, well, what? Okay, tome hold. And he's like, yeah, yeah. It's the oldest, most expansive library in the world. You've got this is kept there. This the Gear of Time, and it covers like 8 or 9 different like magnificent things. Plus, it's the core of Mordenkainen's latitude in this library. Anyone that uses that spell taps into Tomehold, which is what that upper level of your keep does with the books on the shelves.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, and that sort of library-esque at the top of your tower on the paw has all the bookshelves that just scan and you grab.
Oh.
That's part of the Mordenkainen's Latitudinous Library. It's pulling from Helmhold, which is the oldest, most expansive library in existence.
Wow. About how old would you say that kind of technology is?
Oh,
That seems pretty advanced.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's at least I don't know 6,000, 6,500 years old, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So this library has been here with the same name for that long?
Yeah. So Alana, you'd recognize Helmhold. It wasn't the largest library in existence at the time, but it was massive and collecting information more and more in the city of Myeel. The city of Myeel, the layout's different. You knew that there were plans to work it into, portions of it as an arcane rune, make the whole city like self-powered under that. But that hadn't been done before you disappeared. It seems that Myeel is a city that didn't get too stunted with the Omega Sea flooding and caught itself pretty quickly, but didn't go out to help other islands. So it's kind of, ahead of the game. Not quite the technology that it was 5,000 years ago, but it's pretty advanced. Yeah.
Have you been like recently? Is it a place that like people go to a lot, or is it kind of like more of a touristy thing and a lot of out of towners?
Well, it's here, but they don't really like. They wouldn't let me in. You got to get, of course, you got to get permission from like the Arcanist, or
Oh, okay. I mean, would you recommend it since we're here, or do you think it's just gonna take so long? It's not really worth it.
Well, if you feel like you can get in, kind of looks over at Alana as an advanced wizard, I would absolutely go for it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to see here. There's a lot to see here. But that whole distinguished quarter with all the universities and everything else, it's just a sight to see. Some of the magic you can sit in on presentations and other things like new advanced magics coming out and their work. It's really cool. I'd definitely check it out if I were.
And where would we have to go to get permission?
We probably need to go to the Arcanist's office. Yeah, I mean, you could head to like the city magister, and there, and he kind of like says where that is. It's near that. It's on the way to that university ward, but a couple wards before it. They can at least make an appointment with the Arcanist, but the Arcanist is they're the one that gives the go ahead on special requests for like Helmhold.
Alana, I'm not really the wizarding type so much, so you might get a little bit more out of that than I would. Maybe you'd have a better chance of getting an appointment.
I'm sure I could try to talk my way in.
I'll come with you. I've used the library at Macaw, so I'm at least familiar with the system as well. Two people who know what they're doing would be better than one.
It's true.
I'm sure if I say that we're part of my study group, we could all go in.
Oh, are you studying here? Which university? Names a few before naming. Like you didn't get into the Nevermere Institute of Advanced Arcana, did you?
I am Nevermere.
You just kind of listen. Oh.
Look, it's a long story. It involves kind of the Omega Sea, As we were going along, we just happened, Sky Beast comes along, ship gets in disarray. We went way deeper into the Omega Sea than we had initially anticipated. And when we came back up, she was there, but didn't have any identification. So this is the closest place.
We're just as confused as you are.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well,
Wobbly wobbly.
I am stuffed. Leave some coin down. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy your stay, and heads out.
I'm not sure how I feel about this tavern approach. Such peculiar folk.
You
Oh.
win some, you lose some.
Well, he did say a lot. I only caught about some of that, but it looks like at least we have a new starting point.
That's true.
Yeah. We have some time before the end of assuming they have like a normal work day here. We have some time probably where we could still get in line to get an appointment, or at least see how long it's going to be until one. I can take care of the lodgings around here and pay for that and get some of our stuff moved up here while y'all go
Okay.
over if you'd like.
Sure. Are you sure you don't need any help with the stuff? See you.
Up to you. I mean, you could also check out the brothel if you'd like while I finish up around here. I'm thinking
True.
about maybe calling Vic over to give me a hand.
Okay. Well, I will go with them. I think we got a lot of information, but if we end up needing any more out, brothel's open all night, so. Okay. Well, just mental message if anything comes up, okay?
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.
Ren's gonna poke his head in as you're all saying your goodbyes. Oh, I have to mention, sounds like you folks are new here. Be sure to, no affiliation, of course, I'll say, but be sure to stop by. There's some wonderful shops in the area. Items you might not find in other places. There's Misty's Mystical Menagerie.
Oh.
It's, sort of like the dollar store for magic items.
I love that.
And then there's Renard's Duty Free Warehouse. Yes, but if you're looking for the nicest assortment, then there's Crystal's Finest Adventurers.
Oh, I do have to get up. I do have to get some high potions, Stephanie. I need to get some healing potions before we head out. For sure. Thank you so much.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I've pretty much depleted my stock of other things. Maybe we should do a little bit of shopping before we carry on.
Right over here, around the hall on the left, is the latrine. In case
Yes. Huh?
And with that, we'll take our bio break. For anyone new, take about a 10-minute bio break. And just for players, these three shops, you can do like your general adventure shopping at any of these, or just an adventure shop in the city. These three have like fun magic items. Some of them have like useful mixed in, but it's fun. It's a D100. You can roll, you go in the shop, roll. I'll let you know what the item is you find, and you can be like yay or nay on the price and stuff. So if you all want to do that before
Love
you
it.
split, you're welcome to. But whichever order you want to do things, I just want to let you know it was available. And if you
Okay.
okay, all right, we're gonna switch over to bio, and we'll catch you on about 10 minutes.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody, we are back. We've returned for shopping, maybe. Are you all up for some shopping before splitting, or do you want to? Because I don't want to step on your toes. Zia, I think you were gonna. I don't want to step on your toes.
I mean, if we're gonna have a shopping trip, of course I'm going.
Sure.
Yes. So
Get in. We're going shopping.
Nice, yeah. There's the 3 stores. You're welcome to visit all 3. Just to give a breakdown, I mean, cheapest one really is like just common magical items. They're not super useful. They're kind of for fun. The middle one, some of them have some use, but a lot of them are again more for fun, maybe a little interesting. Maybe the negatives sometimes outweigh the positives. And then the top tier, Crystal's Finest Adventurers Boutique, has fairly useful items most of the time. A little pricier, but I think you all have a boatload of money, I think.
More or less.
Do you all want to hit like a particular store, or we can go through them all too? Whatever you'd all like.
We're making a day of it. We could go to more.
Let's go from cheapest to most expensive.
Yeah.
All right, to the dollar store.
Yes.
Let's go.
The dollar
Sorry,
store.
it's the copper shrub.
It's the closest thing we have to like thrifting of magic items.
Yes.
Yep.
Potion half used.
So weird.
It's like a bag.
Well, you all step into Misty's Mystical Menagerie and find that it just has like bins of items, magic items, you know, everything for whatever. It's not, you know, actually a gold store or anything, a dollar store, but it's pretty low cost in here as you look around. Not a ton of descriptors on stuff, so you just kind of have to roll for it. But whoever wants to go, I can go in order here, and I guess we'll just do D100s and see what you come across. So Sadie, we'll start with you if you want.
That sounds great. Sounds like a plan. That is a 30.
30. Okay. You're flipping through things. Nothing looks really interesting. And then you come across this little skeleton gourd. And you're kind of looking through, you know, this gourd shaped carving of a skeleton, I guess. It's solid, but this gourd has a little peephole in it. And the tag says that anyone holding the gourd up to their face and looking into the peephole will be paralyzed while their brain is filled with visions of death.
I mean, Jesus. Well, that really changes things for a second. How
Someone
much
shakes
is
your
this,
shoulder, you're like, where the skeletons?
how much is this weird
Let me
skeleton here?
tell you. 6 gold pieces, that's it.
6 gold pieces for this magnificent piece of finery. Sadie's totally going to get this
Okay.
for sure. Yes.
Amazing. Alright, I'm going to send you just a description.
Perfect.
And
Sounds great. I'm gonna
Okay. Just so you can copy
Take
and paste
away-
it somewhere.
take away the 6 gold pieces. There we go.
Okay, so Sadie's sort of transfixed with the skeletons. Ilana, what'd you get? On a D100 if you're rolling.
35. Of course I'm rolling.
Oh,
It's a cone. And the text calls it a slimming cone. And when touched to a creature, it instantly and harmlessly sucks out all the excess fat from them, ejecting it onto the floor in a big mass.
what? Yes.
No, are you kidding me? This sounds like. Oh my god, I don't want that.
Also, wouldn't that like kill
I
you?
was gonna say that's a deadly instrument.
Yeah.
I
Who
feel
needs
like
that?
if you're below 10%, I feel like you die.
Well, it did say it didn't say extra fat.
Oh, you're right. Excess fat.
How does it know?
Access.
How does it know
Magic!
enough is enough? It feels like this feels like a shoddy like doctor like in the back alley. Like, I
Or
promise
it feels like a
you'll be fine.
slippery
Dr. Bonds.
Or like some kind of
Thank
like
you.
MLM of like.
You've never
you
heard
know,
of the adipose diet?
It's like immediately dropping it
Okay.
and walking away.
Amazing. Amazing. Claire, if you want to roll a 100, 100.
I rolled a 92.
A 92? Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's a cloak. The tag says it's a goblin cloak. And it describes it as invisible while in shadowy areas, but stinks like a mound of goblin shit. Okay. But it makes you invisible while you're in shadowy areas.
Okay, so question.
Yes.
Can people still smell you when you're wearing it? Like, it doesn't make your smell go away.
Yeah, makes you smell like goblin shit. Yeah.
Okay. I think the only useful place to hide with this would be in a pile of goblin shit. I'm gonna pass.
Dan, let's say technically the goblin shit part is part of a curse. Remove curse.
What if it removes the invisibility?
You know, for being clever with it a lot, you can make an investigation check.
25.
Okay, I roll a d20. If it's 11 through 20, that's a curse that can be removed. 1 through 10, it's just part of the thing. It's a 4. It came back to haunt us.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Wow.
But we'll make another round here as well for everyone. But Grundy, what'd you get?
I got a 10.
Yeah. Alright. It's a brush, Color Thief's brush. The tag says the paintbrush. This paintbrush has a needle on the back. Ouch. If you prick something, you steal all the color from it, but can later paint it with those same brilliant colors that are stored in the brush and controlled by imagination.
Artist mind just exploded. Sorry.
I'm keeping that. How much is
Okay.
that?
Well, there's even more. If a book is pricked, it'll steal the words. The book can then be reconstructed, but it takes a few days of writing for it to be recovered.
Yes, I'm definitely taking this.
Jeez,
Wait,
okay.
in any book?
Any book.
You probably have to
seen-
test the limits of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are aware of some books that.
Yeah,
Can't
never
even be-
take it at face value.
Yeah. And with a different die this time, that's 4 gold pieces.
Okay, take away my 4.
I'll go around one more time for this store. Sadie, do you want to go again, or are you all set?
Oh no, absolutely. Oh, whoops, sorry, that I didn't mean to send you a direct message, Dan. I don't know what. Yeah, no, I'll go another round. 54.
All right, you find a key. It says it's a key that can unlock any door, but cannot be removed from the mechanism until the door is relocked.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that one more time?
It's a key that can
Okay.
unlock any door, but it cannot be removed from the mechanism until the door is relocked.
Oh. How much is this key?
3 gold pieces.
3 gold pieces. We're getting this key.
Nice. Again,
It's a good item.
yeah, you'll have to test the limits of it, you know, in the way that
Sure.
dollar store toys might not live up to your
Oh.
expectations, but but it sounds pretty good.
I love it.
Nice. Ilana, you rolling? Continuing to investigate? I have to make another D100 unless you have already.
51.
You found a small silver figurine. The tag says that when given away, it'll return to your pocket after 1d6 minutes. And the only way to permanently get rid of it is for the recipient to similarly give it away before that 1d6 minutes expires. How is it here then? Anyway, alternatively, the original owner could die. Yes, this is great for scamming people because the apparent value of this is around 100 silver pieces, 10 gold. And it's selling you gold. So basically, you'd be like, here, I want to sell this for 10 gold, please. Thanks. And then walk away. And then
Unlimited
roll a
money.
D6, and in that many minutes, it reappears in your pocket.
I'm okay.
You don't want unlimited money?
Guys, want to roll one more time since you haven't found anything? Or do you want to wait for next?
I'll wait for another
Okay.
round through. That way, more people are wanting to go.
Sure. Zia? Rolling again?
I think Zia's nose is still recovering.
Oh.
She's like, we should start it at Bernard's.
Nice. Grundy, any more for here?
One more roll. Why not? Continuing the line of 50s, 54.
Right.
So that is sold out. You'll have to roll again. That was the key.
That was
Oh.
mine.
61.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
These are interesting. They're, as the tag describes them, chicken arrows. There are. Let me just see. I gotta roll it for how many there are.
They're like the
are
one in
two of
Hot
them.
Shots, right?
Nice. On a hit, there's two of them. On a hit with these chicken arrows, target must save versus fear. And if sat upon like an egg, what? If sat upon like an egg, quickly turns into an adult chicken, fletched
Oh.
with white feathers.
Oh, please send me this description. This is awesome. I want it.
Okay, that one's that is wild.
Send me a description of both items.
Okay, definitely. That one's only 1 gold piece.
1 gold piece. Okay, that's not bad.
Wow.
Hey,
Worth it.
a chicken. Come on.
Can you write down?
And I can reenact my favorite movie.
Can you write down 61 chicken arrows, and I'll give you the description after. Just 'cause I gotta be-
61 chicken arrows.
Thank you. Okay, so was Zia and Grundy ready to move to the next store? Sadie, do you have any more you want to do here? Or are you ready to move on?
Now we'll move on.
Okay. And Alana, do you have any more you want to do since you didn't get any?
I'll just do one more.
One more. Got it.
98.
This is a mask. The tag says it's a metal eye mask. And wearing this mask obscures your normal vision, but allows you to see from above, sort of like an orbital satellite's view. You see down to, whatever sea level you're at, and you can see an area 200 feet in diameter centered on the mask.
Ow.
Pretty good.
I do want it. I also want to ask if I were to have my hood up for my robe
Mm-hmm.
and wear the mask, would I be able to see from above and normally around me?
This obscures your normal vision. I think they conflict. You probably have to flip between them.
Lame. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Wow.
I want to be able to see everything
Wow.
all the time.
That's amazing.
I want to be an all-seeing God.
That is 9
Hey, don't we
Apologies.
all? You
Yeah.
know?
You said 9?
9 gold pieces.
Great. Please send me that description.
I might have to do some of them after, but if anyone hasn't gotten a description, just write down the number or the name. I'll make sure I get it to you. Or I can watch this back if you've forgotten. It's not a problem. So with that, everyone makes their purchases final. They have little gift bags they're all carrying out of the store, and you head over down into the water, down the street to the next shop, which is Renard's duty-free warehouse. Okay, I like this one. So entering here, it's the same thing. D100. You can already see like this has more potent magical items. Some of them negatives might outweigh the positives. Other positives might outweigh the negatives. There's just a lot of stuff. Some silly, but there's also some good finds here. Or so the marketing says outside. As you will enter, I will go back around again. Sadie, do you want to look around with a D100?
Yes, absolutely. It's a 70.
Okay. Beautiful. There's sitting music here. That's awesome. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked and just 70. Okay, you found some potions, and the label on them says Dr. Wittershin's Invisibility Ingress Potions. And there's a little disclaimer on the bottom that says potions of invisibility that nearly work. They will instead turn you semi-transparent.
Oh. Semi-transparent. I think I found better items over at the cheap store than this. No, that's okay. I'll pass.
72.
Okay. It's a pretty sharp-looking robe. The ticket says it's a robe of randomness. A snug tweed robe that's oddly stylish. 5 times per day, a random item can be pulled out of the pockets of this robe. Despite it not looking like it could be pulled from there, items turn to wood smoke in 24 hours. But in the meantime, they're viable.
Does it say what kind of items?
It says Player's Handbook, page 150.
I don't have my player's handbook.
Oh, is it a cloak of many things?
Let me see if I can find. Well,
Oh, I got
Player's
one
Handbook.
right here. 150. 150. Oh, it's like the adventurer's gear. It's like a list of like the 50 adventurer's gear items.
oh,
So like rope.
are healing potions in that stat?
Uh,
Potions of healing or
I
poison?
holy symbols. No, these are just. No, nope. Yeah, poison's here. Oh, yeah, potion of healing. Yeah, a potion of healing's there. Yeah, it's that big list.
But is this like a you roll against it kind of random?
Yep.
Or okay.
5 times a day, you can pull something random out there.
Wow, that's a lot. There's a
That's
lot of
really-
options here.
It's a really good item.
You gotta use it in 24 hours or it turns to wood smoke.
Don't forget, it's oddly stylish.
Oddly stylish.
But I'm
For being
already
tweaked,
wearing
yeah.
a stylish robe.
Yeah, but it's not oddly stylish.
It has a lot of eyes. It might be able to fall under the odd category. How much is it?
It is 79 gold pieces.
You could pull an abacus out of there, possibly.
I like how you're presenting the book like a
This is what you can
teacher.
get.
Well, just like a teacher in like elementary school, like reading you a book at reading
This is
time.
Yeah,
The rabbit
exactly.
went down the hole.
Yeah.
Also, as if we could.
The rabbit.
Like, we
Right.
could get out
Like we
anything
can.
on that page. It's
What
like-
is this? A book for ants?
Nice. 79 gold. Alana, what do you say? Pass?
You know what? Sure, because it just feels like a missed opportunity not to.
Really does.
Also,
It really.
remind me how many gold pieces are in platinum. I need
10
to.
gold pieces for 1 platinum.
Okay.
Okay. Oops. That's the wrong thing. Am I? Okay. Zia.
Got a 67.
67 was right in this same zone here. Nice. Okay, you find the ticket calls it a babbly fish, a mind flayer relic. It's a bright blue goldfish looking creature that if stuck in the ear and attuned to will allow the user to know one language either at random or at the DM's discretion. 3 language learned, but you got to put this little bright blue goldfish looking creature into your ear and attune to it. You can take it out if you want to not attune to it.
I'm assuming the taking out process is rather their task. Probably more so than putting it in.
It's sort of like, you know, those TikToks where you go, where someone's in there pulling stuff out of ears.
I don't know
can't,
what kind of TikToks you're talking
Yeah,
about,
I can't-
but okay.
I can't stand them. They freak me out so much. But but they pop up.
Oh, I know which ones he's talking about.
Yeah, like they're all,
yeah.
pulls-
Yeah. No, yeah.
yeah.
I'm not on the TikToks. I don't do the Facebooks or the Twitter or the X's.
Did you do the MySpaces?
No. Just dig. Anyway, how much for the weird fish thing?
48 gold pieces.
48 gold pieces. Fantastic. Let's do it.
Ooh, okay. Nice. Is there a particular language you'd like to learn?
We'll see about it. And
Okay.
Zia will just kind of just put it in like a little glass case and just stick it in her bag.
Amazing. Flaps around a little and goes in. All right, Grundy.
All right. Here we go. 13.
Oh, 13. Let's scroll that. This is a dagger that you found. The tag calls it a dagger of whittling. A finely made halfling dagger. Once attuned to, this dagger can whittle one small object once per day without the use of its master. So you don't have to worry about it being like a tiny dagger. You just set it to work, and it'll whittle something once a day for you.
Oh my god, it's like a 3D printer, but it's a dagger.
Yep.
But I have to attune to it.
I feel like both the babbly fish and this, I'm not going to require attunement. That feels like overkill.
Yeah.
You know, you can only have
So,
3 things.
I was gonna
attuned
say,
to. Yeah.
my attunement slots are full. Yeah.
Neither of those will require attunement.
You know, I'm gonna wait until the second roll.
All right, comes back to Sadie. Any
Oh.
further shopping, Sadie?
Let's try. Let's try to look again. That's a 10.
All right. And it's a magnet. The sticker calls it a mystic magnet, a strong dwarven horseshoe magnet that will become magnetic with 100 pounds of force when its name is spoken. So you if there's something. 100 pounds force doesn't really give a range, though, does it? Let's say probably 10 feet. You know, you say the thing within 10 feet, you can pull up to 100 pounds of free roaming metal.
How much is this?
Let's see. 26 gold pieces.
26 gold pieces. You know what? I think that's a win for me.
Okay. I can't wait. Like, one of the reasons I love doing this, aside from the fun, the rolling, and all the other stuff, is to see, like, how these get used later on when I've forgotten about them. And
Oh,
you all
sure.
go, I use my mystic magnet. Like, what the? That's amazing. Awesome. All right, so you're making your purchase. Alana, would you like to look again while in here? Go for it.
49.
49. It's a tool called the Tool of Truth. It's basically a Thieves' Tools kit that provide +1 when a secret is told during lockpicking.
Sorry, explain it again?
Thieves' Tools kit. You do your usual roll, but if you tell it a secret while you're lockpicking, it adds an additional +1 to your lockpicking. You know,
Aw.
you have to smoke a secret. They're not all nice.
Gotta give me like spilled tea. I mean, I'm not a lock picker, so I don't think I'll need it.
Zia, would you like to look? Continue looking.
We'll give it one more.
Nice.
That's a 77.
77. Ooh, sounds like a fidget cube. Clickety clunker. Oh no, this is hilarious. It doesn't sound like that at all. This is the clickety clunker. It's basically a coconut with an engraved horse on the side, and when carried, it'll make the sound of a horse trotting around.
What in the Monty Python is this?
Like the little coconut halves that make the
It's
same.
perfect.
I feel like horses have really lost their utility in a world where we're all in giant floating islands that use
What's a
ships to
horse?
travel.
Yeah.
I don't think a horse is going to intimidate the UA.
Is that a horse
They
and
may.
shit?
Maybe they won't know what they are.
It's worth a shot.
Nice. You want to pass for now and head back? Grundy, anything else for here?
Yeah, because I don't think I've picked up anything yet.
Oh, okay.
75.
75. Interesting. It's an amulet. The tag calls it a beholder's amulet. A small red amulet that's covered in bumps and ridges. On attunement, we'll see, an eye will pop out and the user can see through it as long as it stays within 10 feet of them. The inner eye looks beautiful and can be used as an arcane focus. Eye will pop out and the user can see as long as it stays within 10 feet of them. So I guess it's an eye, sort of like Ogra, whatever her name was in the Dark Crystal. Like, you've got an eyeball that can be seen, but you can, like, as long as you're within 10 feet, you can, like, go put it somewhere.
It's around corners, so slide it on their doors. Alright, how much is this?
This is 36 gold pieces. I'll probably keep the attunement because it's a little bit like scrying, but it's within 10 feet, but you can just detune and switch, you know.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay, bye 36 gold.
Okay. Next, this one I can send to you because it's easy to copy and paste out of this one, so I'll send it to you in Zoom.
Zoom.
Did the others after? Okay. Sadie, anything else from the shop? Or are you feeling ready to move on?
Let's say just, you know, move on.
Okay. Alana, you want to take another gander? No? Okay. Thea, another gander here? You ready to move?
Let's head to the thing that's gonna break my wallet. Crystal's finest.
Nice. Okay, perfect. And Grundy, anything else here? You ready to move on to the...
Well, let me save my gold for the next one.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, you all head around the corner, and on the corner of that next block, it's a corner shop. It has like 4 or 5 different, levels to this building. Beautiful glass pane, wide open windows, and definitely looks pretty nice. There may still be some questionable ones. Maybe some that have a negative side that's, a little tough to swallow, but there's definitely a good chance for some really nice stuff here. But expect the prices to go up. Might be probably worth it. We'll see. Okay. Sadie.
Yes.
Shopping here? Okay.
Yes. That's an 82.
Okay. I have to read this one too first to myself because some of
Sure.
these are just broken.
You sure? Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. Oh, geez. Okay, that's fun. This is an amulet called Stronmouse's Laughing Amulet. The amulet carries the image of a stylized human face, mouth laughing. Whenever a foe is defeated, the wearer may activate the amulet by tapping it twice, and then delivering the best taunting joke or victorious one-liner applicable to the current situation. If the jest pleases Strongmouse, he rewards the adventurer by recharging up to 1d10 plus your constitution modifier in HP recovered to you. But Strongmouse is a fickle god. Jokes that fail are punished with 1d6 lightning damage.
So, as amazing as it sounds, I think I'm going to have to pass because I don't trust Stephanie to come up with a great one-liner. That's not Stephanie's strong point, and I'm going to pass on that as a player.
Understood. Yeah. Like, something's telling me I shouldn't. Maybe there's something
telling
else.
me it's a no.
Nice.
What number did you roll?
That was an 82.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. Will, are you shopping here?
$52.
Woo! You find that the tag says it's a lucky penny. If you get a natural 1 on a perception check, you can roll a 1d4.
What's a penny?
Yeah, I know, right? Lucky copper. What? Okay, so you're buying it, so I don't know why it's listed that way. It makes no sense. Anyway, if you purchase this lucky copper, the next time you roll a natural 1 on anything, you get to re-roll, and the lucky copper becomes a normal copper, but it recharges once a day. So once a day, you re-roll a natural 1 on any roll.
How much
Except
is
your
it?
death save throw. How much is it?
Yeah.
44 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay. Just write down somewhere like 52 lucky copper, and I'll have to get that to you after. Okay. Yeah.
67.
Fucking Strong Mouse is back. Okay. You found the ticket calls it the resin of Strong Mouse.
Love this guy. Okay.
Revealed. Sweet viscous tree sap collected from an unknown tree filled within this container. Smells like pine, perhaps, with the sweetness of mead. Oh, and tastes like mead. I guess you can drink it. Oh, while it is chewed like gum, the resin imbues the chewer with a vicious mockery cantrip and grants +1 charisma while you're chewing it.
Dia is like the least charismatic person in the world. So a +1 here would be like a 1.
Nice.
She's just gonna be like, you know, I'm a little old to get into chewing gum.
It's that big chew stuff, like the packet that's
Like
all the
bubble
ribbons.
gum, yeah.
Nice. Well, we can shop here as much as y'all want because it's a final shop. So we'll sit back around. Grundy.
All right, here we go. Watch. What's his name come back again?
Straw mouse, yeah.
Yep.
Add up to the
85.
campaign. Okay. 85. Yeah.
Just accidentally add an NPC to the game.
Let me read this, but this might be like just aesthetically for you. Oh. Okay. The Teapot of Peace. Of course, you see a teapot. Let me check this out. The Teapot of Peace. The magical teapot.
Yeah.
If anyone is aware of the teapot being poured, the perception check, picks that up. They are immediately compelled to sit down and have tea. The DC is 13. So. But this does work during combat. But
Wow.
if people, it's basically a charm effect. So anyone immune to charm or so on and so forth,
So like, you couldn't do this with the purple worm.
You probably wouldn't sit down. Yeah, have tea.
I don't know how it even would sit down.
Likely humanoid. We'll yeah. So figure.
Would it wear pants like this or like this?
What's that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Nice.
You're right though. Aesthetically, this is a Grundy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Yeah.
let me do this just to simplify it. We'll say it doesn't work during combat. It works outside of combat, and the DC is 18.
Okay.
Okay. It can only be used if it's full of tea, which must be brewed and steeped normally. But you invite someone. Maybe they don't want. Maybe they're being ornery. Maybe they're doing this and that, and you can just here have some tea. And then they can optionally. Do not have to get this at all.
How much is it?
73 gold pieces.
Yeah, you had me at teapot.
Nice.
But I definitely will like to roll again.
Awesome. Good. Just jot down 85 teapot of peace, and I'll get that after. Okay.
85. All right.
We'll zip back round, Sadie.
Yes. I will 14. This is what I rolled.
14.
Mhm.
Where did you go? All right, 14. Okay. You find a pair of finely crafted bracers. The tag says they are bracers of the woodland hunter. Once For a long rest, you may cast Hunter's Mark as a first level spell without using a spell slot. So that's even for non-casters. You can use it once for a long rest.
Oh.
While wearing these bracers, non-magical difficult terrain does not slow your movement. That's huge. It's
It is
magical
very
difficult terrain.
huge. It is huge. I have a. I'm trying to think. I have a thing for my an ability that allows me to do something similar to where
Oh, okay.
difficult terrain, but I think that it's worded in a specific way. Okay, but I do like the Hunter's Mark thing. That's fun. How much is this one?
30 gold pieces.
Oh, not bad at all. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Let's roll with it.
Okay. Just write down number 14 bracers. And,
Or number 14 bracers. Got it.
Ilana, continuing to shop in here, I believe. So many interesting items. Hmm?
69.
Yay!
Nice.
Somebody got it.
Finally.
Oh my gosh, this is so Zelda, so you might like it. This the name. Oh my gosh. It's a ring called Ring of the Colonel. It's in the military rank. Makes the wearer intensely aware of any and all chickens within a 1 mile radius. The ring can allow the wearer to summon 1d20 chickens to attack an enemy for 1d4 plus charisma, bludgeoning damage once a day. But it must be recharged by licking all of one's fingers.
I think you broke Alana.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be.
I have to lick all my fingers.
I will not make you do that. But you need to lick all the fingers.
You had me up until charisma, and then you had me up until fingers.
Respect. There's plenty of shopping to be done here at the last place, so you want to continue perusing?
I don't want to lick my fingers.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Zia.
We got a 19.
Ooh, 19. Damn, interesting. So you found a cloak. The tag says it's the cloak of death. This garment gives you an undead appearance. A skeletal face crusted with desiccated skin with black holes for eyes. This gives you... Oh, it gives other creatures... gives disadvantage to attacks from undead. Because undead creatures are confused by your undead appearance. It's great for looking like a lich without actually being one.
Jesus.
No, the other one took a spinning out.
I think Zia's gonna pass. It is a really cool item.
Zia's.
We haven't had much coming across undead
Right. Yeah, it's true.
across the campaign.
Well, plenty of rolls. Don't feel shy.
These are all really cool items. Yeah, like
Nice.
congrats of like putting together such a huge list. What, 300 items total you had to prep?
It's fun.
That's incredible.
Nice. Okay, so just The shop is abuzz with excitement as you all kind of navigate the different racks and bins and stuff. Wendy, you have any you want to continue?
Heck yeah. 65.
65. Interesting. It's a quill. The tag calls it the Quill of Desire.
Oh.
It's a levitating quill that writes out whatever the last person who touched it wants, given that it has enough ink and parchment. It has a side note. Someone's son had it commissioned after his novelist father lost feeling in both of his hands after a wall collapsed on him.
Jesus.
I feel like that note isn't necessary, but okay. It says it's this kind of shop. It adds to the authenticity, you know.
Has a little note, has a
Yeah.
little like plaque there
Character.
beside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a picture of the father and son together.
I'm a pass.
His dead hands. Okay, fair enough. Jeez. His crushed spirit as a novelist. Okay, back to Sadie.
Sure, we'll go one more.
Okay.
One more round.
Mhm.
That's a 94.
Well, it might not be helpful for you, but it's a physician's pendant. The pendant with a
Oh.
small cross engraved on it. After casting a spell that restores a creature's hit points, the wearer rolls a d20. And on a 17 or higher, the healing spell does not cost the user a spell slot. Might be great for any healers.
How much is it?
55 gold.
55 gold. She'll pass.
Hey. Ilana, I don't think you found anything yet, so let's do this. My hope is everyone can find at least one fun thing that they like. So please feel free to keep rolling.
I found some things. I don't know if from this one.
Yep,
I got an
right from
84.
here. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if it'll be for you, but it's a tabard. You know, sort of, you know, goes over your shoulders like almost like a partial gown that doesn't have sides. A leather tabard made of orc skin. Oh, sorry, Grundy. That allows those who wear it to be able to use rage once per day in the barbarian class. Legends tell of the friendship between an elf ranger and an orc barbarian, whose tribe had strange funerary rite. When the orc was struck down with his final words, he requested that he be turned into a tabard, so he could protect his friend once more.
Both sweet and disturbing at the same time.
Yeah, I would be like, oh, my best
I
friend
want to
died.
protect
and
you.
His dying
Wear
wish
me.
was just wear his
Oh,
skin everywhere.
Wear me. I want to be around you all the time.
Yeah, my friend died. I really miss them. This is them right here.
They're hugging me.
It's okay. It's just
No.
it's just what's left of them. It's not like all.
No, I don't want this.
My friend's only half the man he used to be.
No. Awesome. Okay, Lana, gotcha. Thank you. We'll come back around. Zia?
Yeah, I think this will be Zia's last one.
Oh, okay.
We're at 100.
Wow, 100? Okay.
You find the gear of time.
Nice. It's from a TV show. It's a Villain's Cudgel, it's called.
I can re-roll if it's too cringe.
This one's really cringe. Yeah, if you don't mind re-rolling, and it's
Okay,
not that
I'll
good
re-roll.
anyway.
29.
I'll read it in the after show. Remind me. Right,
Okay.
yeah. 29, you say?
Yes.
So I'll read this one. If you want to roll again, that's okay. This is
Oh, gosh.
I don't think it's quite Zia's energy. I want you to find something that clicks, but all right, this is an edible hat.
No.
A hat made of edible fibers, probably corn silk, but possibly hair. Whatever the material.
We're gonna reroll. We're gonna reroll. No, I already have hair. I don't need a hat also made out of hair. Can we
What
go
does
with
it do,
11?
11. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Oh. Really? Z, we might have found something.
Oh my gosh! Third
called-
time's the charm.
It's a belt. Has 3 loops. It's called the Belt of Returning. It's a finely crafted dark leather belt with 3 loops, each decorated with a shard of sapphire above the loop. Or on the loop. The magic of the belt leaves an invisible mark on the surface of the weapons stowed in each loop. You can hook, up to 3 weapons there. And invisibly inscribes the name of the item on the sapphire shard. All that to say that 3 one-handed weapons with the thrown property can be attuned to the belt. This is separate from your attunement. And when a weapon from the belt is thrown at an object or creature, hit or miss, the weapon will return to the belt at the end of your turn.
Ooh.
You have up to 3 weapons that have the thrown property. Return.
Oh, you know, like all the daggers are going in there.
Nice. Yeah, let's do the price.
What's the asking price?
All your patience is paid off because of the steel you're finding. It's 15 gold pieces.
That's 15.
Wow.
That is insanity. That was just
That
a
is
triple
absolutely
digit
insanity,
roll.
Dan.
It was
I haven't.
Triple. Wow.
Wow.
Zia almost wants to reverse haggle. It just feels wrong.
amazing.
But there we go. Okay.
All right.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Belt of returning. Love that.
Okay. All right, Grundy, any more rolls here? Yeah?
Oh, heck.
What?
Yep. That's a 19. Wait, didn't we just do 19?
We did. That was the undead appearance.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, thank you. 64 again? Somebody had 64, right?
Nope, this one's new.
169.
There were 65, 67, and 69, and
Oh, wow.
Nice.
64. Peyote. What ingested? This hallucinogenic mushroom restores 1 spell slot, but causes the user to hallucinate a random effect for 1d4 hour determined by the DM. For 1d4 hours.
Can I reroll?
They
Yes.
just put drugs in the game? Just like
I guess
Just
so.
do
just normal drugs.
Hallucinogenic mushrooms for sale. Come on.
It's mezcal,
magic
guy.
item.
next roll is mezcal, and then the next one is just eat the worm.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
78.
Let's see. Oh, how fun! Frying bones. Once per day, these knuckle bones can be used to ask a yes, no, or maybe question to the face from DM. There are 3 bones carved into happy faces and sad faces. All happy faces mean yes, all sad means no, and anything in between means maybe. And that's
This could be interesting.
once per day recharges at. All right, let me roll just so you have a price range. Jeez. Okay, 86 gold pieces. Wait,
It's
hold on.
expensive, but
36 gold pieces. It was not an 8.
That's not a bad price to be able to ask a question to the Fates. Yeah, 36 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Sold.
Nice.
What's this number again? 78. 78. Scrying noise.
This one I
You
was
said
able to
36.
copy us.
Copy and paste.
All right, so Sadie, are you rolling or are you done here?
One more time.
You got it.
One more time.
Listen,
so much
this
fun.
is- yeah.
26.
Okay.
Skin of my enemies.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
that face is not promising.
This is like it's strong, but it's clearly like just a burn on Donald Trump. So we
Oh,
can
God.
re-roll if you'd like.
Just re-roll. Not that I don't enjoy
Yeah.
a good burn on Donald Trump, but
yeah.
44. 44.
What was the last item? The annoying orange?
uh,
I have a tea. I have a tea.
I'm sorry, Seb. I'll have to ask you to re-roll one more time.
I'm rolling one more time. 54.
This is so weird. You and your magnets. It's
Oh,
called a
here we
magnetic
go.
charge. A fist-sized metal ball with a button on top. When the button is pressed, the ball begins to glow and produce a magnetic field that lasts 6 seconds. The field repels any metal objects within 10 feet of the ball. It takes 1 day to recharge it on. The other one's magnetic attraction. This
Step
one's
4.
magnetic repulsion.
How long does the how long does the repulsion last?
It's basically an action that takes 6 seconds.
So
it lasts for the round.
Okay. So if you were to use it outside of combat, it would be
6 seconds.
just 6
Mhm.
seconds. And then inside combat, I mean, it would repel like possibly like daggers or something. Yeah, I'm not as drawn to this one as I was the other one, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Alana, you haven't gotten anything from here yet, right? You shopping?
Yeah, I'm shopping. 64?
That's the peyote. You have to roll again. Sorry.
37?
This is not bad. Okay, sure. So this is called the Furby of recording. You might not know what Furby is, but it's a freaky animal. It used to be a cartoon.
Wait,
Oh,
No,
no.
no, I know. You don't
Wait,
need to. That's unnecessary.
we got this.
No. Why do you have
And
that?
it opens its eyes and touches
Okay, I thought you were gonna bring out the Furby snake because that was
Oh,
like
no,
a
no.
trend for a while.
them.
yeah.
My friend has a Furby snake.
Yeah, that's disturbing. Haunts my nightmares. Anyway,
Yes. Furby of
I don't want this.
What if it's a stuffed owlbear recording?
You can keep talking.
This toy looks like tiny, like an owlbear cub. It can store one spell of any level and cast it autonomously a given number of minutes later. Any creature can cast a spell. So anyone that can cast spells can cast the spell into it while you recite the spell while looking into the owlbear's eyes. It's cute with the owlbear, creepy with the Furby. You use the spell slot. The spell uses the slot level, spell save DC, spell attack on everything of you're the original caster, but is otherwise treated as if the owlbear casts it. He's expending another purpose. It just says a given number of seconds. So I guess basically you can store it and then sleep, and then you just have this extra spell, like a ring of spell storing.
How much?
This one's 105 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Because you can put like a 9th level spell slot in that. It says any spell. And then have it for the next day. Whereas you'd only have one 9th level spell. You have one pre-programmed and take the owlbear out.
How much again?
105 gold pieces. You don't have to get it either. I'll put that out there.
Don't tell me what to do. You know what? Live a little. I'm gonna get it.
I will rewrite this mess of a paragraph so that it makes sense. So it's just easily digested.
You put together like 300 D&D Beyond things. Not all of them are gonna be like 5-star Map Mercer things. There's gonna be a few, and you've been doing great. You've been doing incredible.
Thank you.
The on-the-fly rewrites, fantastic.
Thank you. Okay, is that wrap shopping? Can you mute?
I'm gonna do one more.
One more? Okay.
Nope.
One last one.
Mm-hmm.
56.
Peyote again.
It better be not drugs again. I
Nice.
swear. It's like, what is this game trying to tell me?
Oh, that's heartbreaking. I don't know if it'll work for you. It's called a Medallion of the Labyrinth. A medallion that, when focused on, always displays a faint blue line curving around trees or arching over rocks. It will always show the fastest way home, but not the easiest. A flawed enchantment made by a well-meaning wife for her husband, so that he could always find his way back to her.
That's so cute!
Isn't it?
So cute, but how's that gonna work for me? I came by portal.
It just shows you where the nearest portal is.
I got isekai here, guys.
You can get reverse isekai or whatever it is. I don't remember.
You have to be the driver of the truck. in
Oh,
order to-
Truck-kun?
Truck-kun.
God, it will lead me back to Truck-kun, and then, yeah, he has to hit me all over again. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay. We get one more roll.
47.
Back it up.
For 7.
You can go ahead and do another, because that's the Furby of recording.
Oh, yeah, no, thanks. And, wait, I rolled 13 before.
Actually, 13 might have been another store.
Oh, it was the other story, yeah. Yeah, what's 13 on this one?
I mean, it's sweet. Bracelets of bonding. A set of bracelets that when one is broken, the other immediately breaks as well. When one is, they're quantum entangled. When one is mended, the other mends itself. Created by a brother who was going off to war for his younger brother staying home. This was so the older brother would know if things got bad at home. The bracelet snapped. He promised to come home no matter what.
You know what? This actually would be super in character for Grundy, actually. Yeah, it would. Okay, how much is this?
$1,000.
26.
What's that in gold?
Yeah.
26. I can't remember, but in my other campaign, we like actually calculated how much regular D&D gold would be in dollars. And I think it's like one gold was like $50 or something like that, or $100.
I think it's 100. I have that. I did that for the Tuesday campaign and put it in the document, but I do not remember.
And
okay.
this one is the what? Bonds of.
This is the bracelets of bonding, and this one I can send too because this was
Okay,
easy
I'll
to
copy
do.
that. Yeah. Thank goodness for a digital
Okay.
notepad.
And with
Okay.
that, everyone has like the boxes on boxes and the bags from their shopping montage, and
Grundy's clearly helping out carry stuff.
oh, nice. Grundy offers to carry to assist anyone that needs it. And yeah, do you have where do you want to head? Do you want to go get a room back? I think Zia, you were gonna get like Vic and get stuff. Okay. So you all head back to the leaning. Is it leaning? Leaning crystal? Toppled crystal.
The toppled crystal.
Oh,
That
okay, yeah.
crystal is gone. It is toppled all the way.
Nice. All right.
So we'll get some room. Just
Okay.
make sure everything's nice when y'all get back. Or doing government stuff.
All right. Vic's already there. Just he's probably getting something to eat. And so Zia and Vic begin to set everything up. They're going to take care of everything. Alana, Sadie, and Grundy, were you headed to the Arcanist office? Trying to get an
Yeah,
appointment?
definitely going with Alana. So
Okay. And Sadie, you're going as well? I believe?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You all head over in that direction. Let's see. Yeah, as you enter this building, it's like a 2-story building. It's definitely an administrative building. You step inside, there's a lot of heavy druidic influences that sort of adorn the style, adorn the walls here in the office. And gonna be there. So there's a clerk that approaches. A dark elven gentleman, maybe mid-200s or so. Welcome, everyone. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. How may I assist you today?
I think we're looking for some information, of course. Zia? Oh no, Zia's not here.
Mm-mm.
Wait a minute. So we're
Wow.
looks to
You're
like
trying to get into the tomb library place.
right.
Yeah.
We're looking for the library.
I'm just gonna say that you could contact Zia via Mind Link if you need, and then Zia would tell you.
Sure.
And I'll double check too, because Alana's here as well, and Grundy as well. So the three of you enter Sadie. You let Toehold.
Yeah,
May I ask
that's
what,
it.
yes, and is this an academic pursuit? What is your reason for requesting admission?
Sadie will look to Alana.
We need the gear of time.
Information on the gear of time would be sufficient, probably.
He looks like, but then he pauses. His perception check. I'm sorry, is this... Kind of gestures at you, Alana. Is this... a prank?
I don't believe it is.
You mean... this has nothing to do with that, and points out the window. Look out the window, and nearby the Arcanist office are a number of the educational buildings, and across the plaza here, outside of the window, is the entrance to Nevermere Institute of Advanced Arcana. And erected right at the entrance is this 45-foot statue of Alana. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
There'll be no living with her now. How do you recover from something like that?
Well then. Whoa.
Only 45 feet? Goodness. The budget must have known.
I guess in your time you've had a lot of statues. Yeah. But up to you. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, everyone. It was a lot of fun with the shopping push. I know we don't get to do that often, so lots of fun.
Yeah.
Next week we'll get into some more of the nitty gritty here. What's going on? This Nevermere Institute was in reference to Alana, but who, why, what? We'll find out next week. Viewers, thank you so much for hanging out. Drew, it was so nice to see you in chat. Thank you so much. And Frozen Knight, as always, a blast. You all are so funny and so great, chat. We super appreciate you. If you're new, consider giving us a follow. We've got a couple D&D streams each week. Although we'll have a third one up for Friday nights. Hopefully soon. But in the meantime, we hope at least you'll come back and join us again next Saturday. You can catch our show here at Extremis, our Sky Pirate campaign. Floating islands, Sky Pirates, all the magic, all the fun. And yeah. Let's see. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible multitasker, and I am currently multitasking, but I'm so close to wrapping up. Here we go. Come join us next Saturday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, every Saturday. And you can find out, what on earth is going to... Daniel Lance, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Yeah, we're going to go give a raid over to Enchanting Sorcery. And... we're giving a Kaka Madbird raid and chat if you're up for it. Otherwise, really hope to catch you next week. Get to the bottom of some of this and some other juicy world lore and stuff. So take care. Have a lovely night. Bye.